Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Comedy Pop-Up Podcast. Right now, we're at the Big Sky Comedy Festival in Billings, Montana. We are going to be doing 3 live podcast recordings. On October 10th, we will be recording The Struggle with Candace Thompson. On October 11th, we'll be recording Future Role Model with Natasha Pearl Hansen. And October 12th, we'll be doing a live comedy pop-up podcast recording. If you're in the area, please hit us up for tickets and we'll let you know where the venue is. Or just check comedypopup.la.com. All right, let's start the show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Comedy Pop-Up Podcast. I'm your boy, Sean Grant. And as usual, am I filling in for Ron G anymore?
You just hosted.
I think I just hosted now. I think I just stole Ron G's job. He's out doing his Nickelodeon thing. But as usual, we got 2 amazing guests on the show, 2 dope comics. Now, the first guest I'm going to introduce is originally from D.C. You've seen him on Key and Peele, the Eric Andre Show, Coming to the Stage, and Adam Devine's House Party. Big round of applause for my man, Mr. Rell Battle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. False enthusiasm.
And then this other guy, he's originally from Phoenix, Arizona. He's been on Conan. He placed second at the Laughing Skull Comedy Fest and was named one of TBS's comics to watch, Mr. Michael Longfellow, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. Michael Longfellow. That name's cooler than mine.
Appropriate enthusiasm.
Yeah, that was appropriate. Dope, man. Well, look, I know, like I said, Rell, you're originally from D.C. That's real rich with like comedy, history, and legends. Who were some of your comedic inspirations? Were they from D.C. or just other people?
We had a guy named Cracker Carl who worked. No, I'm playing.
Cracker Carl.
No, Crackhead Carl. DC's great. We got, we have the greats. We have the Tommy Davidsons. We have the
Martin Lawrence,
the David Chappelle's. All I knew was DC Comics. I didn't really know.
Yeah.
I was like a huge comedy fan as a kid, so I didn't know anybody but who wasn't from, So Tommy Davidson and Martin were fucking.
Were they really like DC guys, or like because once you get national, you know what I'm saying? Did you see them around when you were coming up?
Oh fuck no! I was
right.
I was in middle school. No, but you're from TV. You like whoever you're from.
Cool,
somebody's from there. You go, oh shit, yeah, he's from around here. You know what I mean? So Martin was God. You remember when Martin's show was popping?
Of course,
Martin was God.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And with you, Mike, you grew up in Phoenix.
Yeah, man.
Did you start there?
Huge comedy hub of the country. Obviously.
David
Got
Spade.
so many names. David Spade.
Right.
David Spade went to my rival high school.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of see him as a rival too.
Right.
Trying to make people forget that he's from Phoenix.
That's dope, man. Was he? Were there any local guys that you kind of like?
Yeah, there's a good scene there. There's like a bunch of comedy clubs, so the key is getting in there. Otherwise, it's kind of bland. But like, there's always, I feel like every local scene has their kind of their novelty act, like their crazy old person who everyone actually loves.
Right.
Billy O'Connor. I don't mean to call you a crazy old person, Billy O'Connor, but he knows he is. He's kind of this really cool Irish bookie guy. That Phoenix definitely has its characters.
Is that what prompted you to start the
Billy
festival?
O'Connor? Yeah.
Oh, little Billy.
What prompted me to start the festival, the Big Pine thing?
Big Pine, yeah.
My friend started that, and then I just like my friend enough that I help out when I can. Yeah, it's a good festival. Try. We just had it. There's a 5th one, I think.
Oh, dope.
And it's like finally good now. I think there's like 3 good comedy festivals. And maybe we can be the 4th. I don't know.
Oh, what are the 3? What
Montreal.
That's kind of like in a league of its own.
Yeah. They're like Jordan.
They're like the Coachella.
Big Sky.
Big Sky and Laughing Skull.
Laughing Skull's
are like 2 good ones
of like the non-superstar festivals.
Yeah, like realistic kind of festivals.
Right.
Those are the 2 that I've been to.
Unrepresented good comics can get in.
Have good stage time, get to know each other. Big Sky, definitely. That's probably one of the better.
Yeah, Big Sky got great. Yeah. I've never done any of these. I never really did a lot of festivals.
Hey, like what was like, because you got repped. I mean, you just submitted stuff, or was it like, legend has it with the start of Roast Battle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how true this is. I've never heard this from you, but there was 2 comedians that were going to fight. And you said, no, let's settle it with a roast battle.
Mm-hmm.
And
is that true?
What'd you hear?
Right.
I've heard this too.
What is
but,
the- what is
that
the
just
legend?
feels
that
ridiculous.
sounds legendary.
What is
to me.
I didn't know there was a legend. What's the legend? Have you heard a legend of roast battle?
Yeah,
What's the legend that you've heard?
That one.
Yeah, that sounds like. Is that
pretty
true?
Josh, I forget their names. Josh and Kenny Lyon and Josh, I forget his last name. They're about to fight, like physically fight. And we were in the belly room, and like, man, just roast each other. And they started roasting each other, talking shit on the stage, just like random, stupid. And I just started roasting them because I was just like, this sucks. And people just liked it. And then next week did it again. I just started talking shit to somebody else.
Yeah.
It was just a way for me to talk shit. And it was called the Rell Battle.
Right.
And then when Hollywood start paying attention, then you got to get organized. And you got to change the name.
Comedy Central's roast.
And then it becomes a whole other thing. But
What were they gonna fight about? Do you remember?
who cares?
What was it? I want to know.
They think they're responsible for the show. Now they think, well, we're the ones who's you know what I mean? I don't know, man. But just it's comic angst, just fighting over whoever the fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
You know how it is.
And then so as it's progressed, like what would you like? There's like rumors around your relationship with the show.
Yeah.
Like what's true?
What's
about
the
that?
rumors?
Like, well, I guess that I don't know. That
I didn't know.
Beef
We got rumors? Okay,
was
let's
there
go.
beef between you and or somebody or Moses or something like that? Or,
Dude, this is great.
This is good.
That's what I'm
Name
saying.
names. Get into
No,
it.
no, it's like this. It's like think of any band, any group,
Right.
any musical group. You just have differences creative, what needs to happen. So for example, one person might say this needs to be more core, more comedy. All the flashy shit is kind of not working, or not, what comedy should be. One group said, well, the flash is what's bringing people there. You used to have creative disputes, and then so ultimately, I left. I went to go start the New York roast battle. Then they have the LA roast battle here. They're both selling out every week.
Yeah.
The Comedy Central came together. Everybody's executive producer, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
That's dope. Do you do that type of stuff?
Dude, we had it at Big Pine this year.
You had a roast battle?
Yeah, Moses came in, hosted it, and it ended up being hands down the best show of the entire festival.
So
It was-
we
most
kind
people
of
were there. People knew about it. People came out for
we
it.
kind of split it up. Like I'll do East Coast festivals. Like I'll do Brooklyn Comedy Festival or Jersey
dope.
Festival. We do all the East Coast, and they do like San Diego. I think they did Big Pine. I think they didn't do Montreal this year. They did it 2 years ago, maybe.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Oh, shit. Yeah, man. Do you roast, Michael?
I did it. I hate it. I get my feelings hurt. I gotta walk them off with a laugh, and then I turn around and there's a single tear on my face. I'm like, I didn't know they thought that about me.
Dang. Like, it's really become like a thing in LA comedy. Like, it's
The thing is,
jumping off
it's
point
like
for a lot of guys.
before we even signed a deal with Comedy Central, it was 15 in the country that we didn't even know about. So people just popped them up. It's such an easy format. Vancouver has a fucking roast battle.
Right.
New Orleans has one. A couple in Texas. DC had one. It was like, what the fuck? So I was like, I got to go start some before everybody else is getting paid for this idea.
Right.
And so I started like 5 like that year, and then yeah, man, it just kind of became a thing but I like it locally. The celebrity shit is cool, but it's really for young comics trying to get in and just
Honestly, I didn't think it would translate so well to TV. I mean, it's different. You know what I mean? It's not what you would go and experience in the belly room. Did you do well? You didn't do the New York. You're all out here, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Well, is the New York one?
I go to New York.
Right. I mean, the New York roast battle. Like, is it like
No, the New York one is
similar?
The New York one is how the show started, in my opinion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's the core 2 comics go at each other, jokes. That's it. We don't have a wave. We don't have a lot of the glitter and all that type of stuff, which West Coast people love.
Right.
But the East Coast people, that's not really the New York comics are more like where the jokes at.
Right.
So it's the same format, but then one is just less flashy than the other.
Got you. Yeah, man, because it has that that 2 guys in a pit type. I don't know, like thing to it. Like,
It's dope, dude.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
dope.
the most.
That
It's
was-
like UFC. It's the purest sport.
Yeah,
it's
it's
2
pure.
people, and
Yeah.
one will leave a
In
winner.
different styles. The urban comic versus the alt comic versus the mainstream.
I think urban, in your opinion, it's so crazy that 2 black guys kind of, that you started it. You're black, but black people do not do well.
They don't, because urban comics, because black comics are used to just roasting outside in the parking lot. Look at your shoes, motherfucker.
Right, based
but this
on,
is
like-
set up in a in a format. If it was just two guys going to the pit, they would win every time.
Right,
but this is set up in a format with judges, his structure. It's difference between playing at the Rucker and playing in the NBA.
Right.
Steve Nash would get his ass killed in the Rucker probably.
Oh, yeah.
But in the NBA, he's a 2-time MVP. So the structure, they don't think about the structure. They get their asses beat. And it's embarrassing for the race.
I like seeing you can see people in a wheelchair and then they'll lose the battle. Like that's the
it's honest.
It's
we don't care.
Honest as fuck.
You could have you could be autistic comedian, wheelchair. You could have a mental deficiency. Anybody can fucking get it. Women, I don't care. Women, a guy can call her a whore 30 times. If his jokes are better, he's gonna win.
Right.
It's no holds bar. I really think it's the last place you can kind of do that type of comedy. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think
so.
Probably, yeah.
I think
it's a blanket. You get to, it just, without that, it'd be really weird to be that mean on stage. I think.
The format invites it. I feel like you're pretty, like I've seen you act a bunch of times. You're pretty controversial. Like you're very highly opinionated. Is your act mostly like ideas about?
It's less controversial.
Less controversial than Rell?
About like my dog.
Because I've seen, and in fact, I wanted to touch on this because you had a joke I saw a couple years back, maybe, but you were talking about Trump and that he's, obviously you do it way better. No, Trump in that he's a gangster, but then you support it obviously hilariously with a bunch of evidence, and it was funny. But like, has that progressed?
I was trying to find a joke to defend Trump.
Yeah,
because everybody hates him. It's like I'm just trying to. I thought if you could defend him, that'd be way.
Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't seem like you were attacked, but it also didn't seem like you were saying I'm a conservative. It just seemed you were talking about his personality. Now, as his presidency has progressed, has it changed at all? Your ideas about him?
It's Trump is like such an overdone thing at this point.
Right.
But I mean, when I go on the road, I'm not gonna lie. I'll pull that bitch out the trunk.
Yeah, I saw you was in El Paso. Did you?
Yeah, in El Paso. Yeah, because. I don't know. It's this. I mean, I'm fucking. I'm crazy. I like. To me, comedy. I don't know about you, but for me, I want to make you laugh on shit you disagree with. To me, that's the funny shit to me.
Right.
That's the guys I grew up watching, who I idolize, the Burrs or the Louis or whatever.
Right.
So if I know this crowd is all red and they're Trump supporters, I want to talk about the guy they idolize, and they might disagree, but they still laugh. To me, that we all agree that Trump sucks, and that's not funny. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Did Bart say some shit to you?
No, I didn't say anything. Does he usually check you if he doesn't like your shit?
Well, I've heard. Well, he will check you if it's not funny, but if you go really like, he's like a lot of LA guys go for the weed stuff, which I get that. Like
I don't even smoke, so I don't.
Yeah, he's very much into what I didn't know he was. That's the dope thing. I didn't realize he was a conservative till like maybe my last trip. I was there the week after you. And
you ain't moving to El Paso for the weather,
right? But it's a blue city. It's weird because
that's true. And Beto's from there, right? El Paso. O'Rourke.
Oh, okay.
Running for Ted Cruz's spot in Texas. Oh. You guys not watch the news?
My bad, man. Do you do any politics in your act at all?
I got some. Man, I'm not a fucking like dopey, dumb, basic person. I have my thoughts and opinions, of course.
How do you feel about like? What's going on in the climate of
it's interesting because my family
politics.
From Arizona, mainly my dad's side, is super right wing, like conservative, backwards. So I kind of have like, I try to understand the middle area where here's this guy who I hate everything that he kind of thinks about stuff, but made me pancakes every Saturday, told me that he loved me, was a good father, was there for me. I know he's a good man. So I just try to...
Yeah.
I really like finding that middle ground. We all can, somehow making people like you, even though you both feel differently about things.
Yeah.
Definitely better than, hey, my dog's face is silly. Yeah, but I have both.
This is crazy. I prefer conservative audiences.
Oh, right.
I much rather go to conservative audiences to perform at, only because I have nothing in common with them. And that's always the goal. I don't know. It's always to grow, I guess. These people we probably so when I walk in the room, if I'm in like I was in when I was in like Jasper, Texas, some place deep in Texas, all white on it. Of course, we probably don't listen to the same music. We probably don't get along on the same thing. We probably don't agree to the same things. And I'm like kind of liberal. I'm not like I'm kind of there.
Right.
I'm not fully, you know, I'm not Portland.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's when it's like, okay, this is the challenge. Can I make these motherfuckers? I know I can go to crack them up, make them laugh.
Right.
But shit, now we got this crowd for 45 minutes and we might not agree, but let's find, like you said, let's find some middle place that, you know, you're going to be with me for an hour with this next set. So let's see if we can find some shit to make us laugh or bomb my ass off.
Right.
Yeah, that happens too.
Right. Absolutely, man. What was the experience? Did they vet you a lot about your material going on to Conan, like when you performed on that set?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely, you know, they make sure they know every word you're going to say. But I was lucky because he kind of just saw some longer sets and we just picked jokes from there.
Oh.
And kind of, it was easier for me.
Like
he saw me a few times.
Who'd you battle?
What?
You want battling?
No, Conan.
I battled Conan O'Brien.
Oh my God, that'd be great. Did you win? That's amazing.
Dude, actually, when I was there, Sean Penn was there too. And he leaned into my room and was like, hey man, great job. And I was just like, you know, just got off being a young dick, didn't hear whatever, talking to somebody else.
What?
I ignored Sean Penn.
Dude, I had
Probably the coolest thing I've done.
Sean Penn's my favorite actor in the world.
Really? Sean Penn?
He's my favorite actor in the
Very
world.
unapproachable demeanor, man.
He came up to you.
Just looks like a cigarette, half. I don't know. He's a human cigarette sitting in an ashtray.
I got Ron from when I did Conan. I got Ron from The Office.
He was the guest?
That was the guest on my show.
Oh,
You seem so bummed.
I mean, he's great dude. But you got Sean Penn.
Yeah,
that was cool. That was cool.
Oh man. Yeah, but
I also had Martin Short though, so I was like the least funny comedian on the show.
Wait, you had Sean Penn and Martin Short?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I had Ron and Moshe Kasher, who I love Moshe, but that was my show.
See, that's what I hate is when they have another bigger comedian. It's
I
like,
don't want
this is
another
my
comic.
moment.
Yes, I don't want another comedian on the show. Let me be the
Another
only
one.
funny.
A more experienced, funny comedian on the show.
We don't have Will Ferrell when I go perform.
right.
Yeah.
I can't follow
I
that.
don't want to follow Will
Next time,
Ferrell.
we're gonna put that in your what do you call that thing? The request thing that you make? The writer. We gotta put that in. That's Alex.
No Will
everybody.
Ferrell? Yeah.
No Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell's not allowed.
If Will Ferrell shows up in my green room again
coming.
before a weekend at an improv,
If you have to ignore Sean Penn anymore, we're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, Sean Penn.
I hope I meet him again someday. I didn't want to ignore
Now you
him.
got Kermit McGinn, man. You gotta keep this going.
Dude, that'd be hilarious. Lifelong
Kermit the
bit of
first time.
ignoring Sean Penn.
Oh my goodness, man. But it's weird. I know we were talking about. I'm trying to get off this Trump shit. I've been thinking about it. Like,
Let's get
all
on the
week.
Trump shit.
I know,
man.
because I've been thinking of this Kavanaugh stuff, man. Like today, the FBI report came out. I guess this show's gonna come out next Tuesday, right? So we'll know if he's confirmed by then, but we don't know yet. But I found myself
Yes.
low key, and
gonna-
and help me out, guys. I found myself kind of agreeing with something that Trump said. Like I watched Kavanaugh.
Oh shit.
I was like, holy
no,
shit.
I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say the due process thing.
I just felt like I maybe believed the lady when she was talking. I was like, "There's no this dude seems truthful. Like there seems to be no evidence.
Let me tell you a secret.
There seem to be so many false equivalencies. These people are like, I got victimized, therefore this guy did this.
Let me tell you a secret. Everybody agrees with Trump, but you can't say it because you hate him.
Ah,
Everybody
'Cause I was like,
believes.
why did
Listen,
people-
men, women, everybody believes
Yeah.
in due process, but this guy might get rid of Roe versus Wade. This guy is already conservative. They stole Merrick Garland. Every liberal thing that I agree with, but you can't. You just got to say, he did the girl. We all believe in that, but you got to. The Democrats are finally playing dirty, and I like that shit.
damn.
They're finally playing dirty.
That's
They've
true.
been- they've been
Stacked
playing-
up.
They've been playing dirty. They've been playing dirty forever with everything else. Finally, we stopped being bitches.
But
we're
then
playing
you're not,
dirty.
because it's like when Batman snaps a guy's neck, right? Didn't that happen in the comic? He wasn't Batman anymore. That's
But-
the rule.
but-
You gotta
but
be.
Some people you gotta snap their neck. You can't talk to these. You have to snap their neck, and it's the first time we played dirty. Every woman in Congress knows you gotta have due. They're all prosecutors. They know you gotta have due process. They know this case will never work in a court of law. 36 years, regardless if he did it or not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding with her. I feel she's more compelling than me. But at the end of the day, this would never go to court. But the fact that Trump likes him, he's conservative. Merrick Garland, you got to say F him. And you know what's funny? So what?
Damn.
They got played dirty, man.
Damn, it's just to weaponize the Me Too thing. I mean, are you scared, Mike? I mean, you seem like not the most
What is a straight white male?
Well, no, like
Stuff out here for y'all right now.
that, and I don't know.
It's still a pretty good shake. You know?
Yeah.
Still a pretty fair shake.
I ride this out.
Yeah, I get sad when I go on Twitter for 20 minutes in the morning. Other than that, everything's the same to me.
Yeah.
It's confusing because you're like, man, this is what it feels like to be hated.
I ride this out.
Well, dude, it's like, I don't know. I mean, you still it's not like straight white males hate other straight white males. I was just, in high school, I know what it's like to be hated or to feel like you're hated.
Yeah.
Now it's just objectively justified, and that's kind of interesting.
It just fucked me up. I saw this guy.
I'm just tired of seeing people that look like my dad's friends all the time. I'm just tired of it.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, and they're always fucking up. They're always just like, dude, just
yeah. Get somebody else's shot.
I've learned. I've gotten more conservative. Is that weird?
Yeah.
It's just because all your friends are one thing,
right,
and then emotion takes over common sense.
Right.
From everybody.
Right.
Start to go, no. I hate Trump too, but you can't just say that.
Right.
No, I hate this guy too, but you can't. And it gets to the point where it's like, I'd rather hang out with a fucking redneck racist than to hear you bitch in my ear about to say, I'd rather he hate my guts because of the color of my skin than to hear you bitch about the same shit for 30 minutes.
Man, because there was a dude in New York, I don't know if you knew about this, that was banned from like comedy clubs. I feel like his name it wasn't Josh Adam Myers, who lives here in LA, but his like Adam Myers or something like that, like a very similar name.
So it wasn't Josh, but it was.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't our Josh. It was some guy in New York. Did you he sexually assaulted just before Louis C.K. sexually assaulted some women? Or
the UCB thing?
UCB, yeah. He was banned from UCB.
Yeah, and that was mob justice, which I didn't appreciate. I didn't like that. That was mob justice. If he did the shit, fuck him all day. But that was just like it hit Facebook, and it was just like that's it.
Yeah,
that's what people were saying. Due process, and then if you even mention due process, you became a rape apologist.
Right.
And we as men have to be responsible for it. If these guys are these people, we got to kick them out. I'm all about kicking motherfuckers out of comedy. If you do some shit like that to a girl,
right?
But that shit was like it came out, and then it hit Facebook, and people just went crazy.
Yeah,
it's just like.
Yeah,
and he had to leave the game, and then he sued UCB.
Oh,
and he won.
He won.
Oh,
because they led this thing, and
defamation.
It was crazy, man. But it's one of those things where we fucked over so many women, man. They gotta go for theirs.
Shit.
Yeah, we're like, hey, fight back, but a little less.
Yeah,
right?
Be fair about it.
So many
that's
women.
That's not how it works.
Some women got abused and nothing could happen. That you know what? We should be scared. I think. Is that weird?
No.
I think we should be. Men should be scared.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You can't just do that shit no more, man.
Yeah. No, you got to be cool, man.
If you're not scared a little bit, you're fucking the weirdest dude. Yeah. You're that creep that's like, what do you mean? What is there to be scared about?
Right.
I stand with you. Do you want to get dinner?
Right.
Yeah.
You're using it to further your own creepy.
We
you
should
got
be
tiny
extra.
hands.
You're right.
Yeah, dude. These tiny hand dudes. I know. I'm thinking of one person specifically right now. There's no fucking self-opinion at all. He just blows with the wind of whatever
Sean
the
Penn?
movement
Are you
is.
going hard on Sean Penn?
Sean? I didn't not hear you. I fucking ignored you.
So.
Oh man, yeah, it's.
We're gonna get in trouble for even talking about that.
Yeah, man, I can't wait for the backlash tomorrow.
We can't even. You guys mentioned the topic.
Right.
4 men in a room.
Damn. Yeah. I always try to bring it up with women, but then they're all like, why you bothering me with this shit? Like the female comedians seem like
you know what's funny? Female comedians don't give a like I know.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
I call them comedians.
Right.
They don't,
You're winning. Yeah, look, he's
they don't give a fuck.
Winning right now.
But I ain't gonna front. If a cop shoots a black kid, I'm automatically gonna side with the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so we all have these kind of. I'm gonna ride with you, and you're guilty until you prove it. Because of your history, you're guilty until you're proven innocent. So I look at the same thing. Because of our history, men are going to be guilty until proven innocent.
Absolutely. Damn, man. Well, you guys are both doing real good in your careers right now. I mean,
average at best.
Oh man.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, from where
I
I'm
asked my
sitting.
dad for like $20. Not too long. Extra push.
What are you like? So are you hitting any like goals? How do you guys set your goals, your benchmarks for your comedy career? Like I'll start with you, Michael. Like, do you like say this year I'm gonna do this? I'm gonna get on this show, or
Yeah.
day-to-day thing?
That's something that I had that when I moved out. I said I want to do a late night, you know.
Yeah.
And that was kind of, I just tunnel visioned that until it happened.
How long did it take you from moving out here to getting that?
About a year.
Oh, dope.
That's pretty good.
I was lucky. Yeah. I was lucky. But now I'm kind of in this weird position where I don't really know. I know that I want to do a special, but I don't really know the exact lane to focus on. With late night, it was so easy of just do this until late night. And now I don't know really exactly where I want to focus 100%. So I just keep doing a bunch of stand-up.
Right.
But I'm also like, maybe I should act a little bit, or maybe I should write that damn pilot that I've been writing for 3 years already.
Right.
I don't know. I'm in a weird place, kind of a weird limbo.
Right.
So I'm just trying to make a dope stand-up act until I figure out what I want to do for real.
Sounds good to me. I know, Rell, you were talking. You have this dope advice. I think you said somebody else gave it to you, but from 8 to 12, you want to expound on that, like what a comedian should do with their time.
I don't know what a comedian should do because I'm doing your podcast right now. But no, I'm joking.
You doing Ron G?
Ron, this is Ron G. My man, shout out to Ron. No, just I can't speak for everybody. Just for me, when I started waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning, my career moved forward. Because I don't know about you, but most comics, we get up 11, 12, play video games, smoke weed.
Mm-hmm. I got up at 10:30 yesterday, and I felt like good about myself.
Felt good. You should.
I was like, way to go, Mike.
And I was like, I'm wasting 4 hours.
Right.
And I'll be in my bed just on the phone. You know what I mean? Right. And so the year I started treating it like a job, where let me just get up and write for 30 minutes. Let me send some emails. You know what I mean? When I treat it like a profession, other than just, I got a spot at 8. Right. Or I got to do a mic at 5, whatever.
Right.
I started to really use most of the day working on comedy. I feel like my career started to move forward. So it took me sitting around and being frustrated with why shit wasn't moving.
Right.
And we just waste so much time doing nothing. I didn't even realize. I was like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
I've been playing video. I've been on Instagram for 4 hours right now.
Wow, shit.
So, so that simple shit like that, you don't even think about. Just it helped me. I don't know for everybody else.
No, I feel like it because I had buddies who come here from Miami. One in particular, like funny guy, but he didn't really develop. He came out here because people think comedy is a lifestyle. They think like, this is what you do. You smoke weed. Just as open mics, I'm like, you can be the open mic king, but you're not moving, man. You're not doing anything. Like, fucking, like this is a job. You got to treat it like
some people can do that.
You know, and some people, I guess some people, like, for whatever reason, it works for them, or people like them and fucking shit happens for them.
Yeah, people, if Hollywood likes you, you can just fucking be whatever. I wasn't one of those guys. Hollywood didn't say Rell Battle. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get up a little bit earlier, and that shit just kind of worked out for me. And it was like, you start going, I got a set. Let me see if I can write a script. You know, let me see if I can develop this thing. Let me just do 30 minutes on my script I'm working on. Next, it's an hour and a half. Like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Just those 4 hours, just like, you'd be surprised how much you can get accomplished if you do it. You wake up a little bit earlier.
Damn. Yeah.
And just how much better you feel when you don't wake up and smoke weed. Like, I'll smoke weed because that makes me feel good. Makes you feel way bad, way worse.
Yeah. And I didn't
for 10 minutes.
And I didn't drink and smoke. So I was like, why am I at the Comedy Store? I'm not drinking or smoking.
Right.
So it was just like, I don't know.
Why are you there hanging out? Or
I was just hanging out. I didn't like a lot of the people there. It was the thing to do. I don't know, you know this probably coming.
Everyone says you gotta hang.
That's what everybody says.
I disagree.
He's probably right.
I always thought, go to where you can get up. Don't sit around in a place and hang. I mean, of course, be amongst but you're going to see all the same people everywhere. It's not that big of a community, really, once you get down to it. You see the same people around. Mm-hmm. So go to the coffee shop where you can get 5 minutes and work on your act. And then, I don't know, maybe you pop elsewhere, and the Comedy Store it's easier to get in there as opposed to the hang around for 6 years and then start getting some spots.
The hang didn't make sense, and I didn't realize that till later. I remember Sebastian I was watching him on stage, and he was like, talking on the set. Hey, look at these fucking comics out here. They're all mad they're not going anywhere. They're just hanging out. They're not doing anything. What do you want? What's wrong with you? You want to be a big comedian? I don't fucking get it. When I get off the stage, I'm getting out of here. I remember being in the crowd like, yeah.
Well, he said that while he was performing?
This when he wasn't doing theaters. This is when he was Sebastian doing the Comedy Store. Look at these fucking comics. Because you know that window by the Comedy Store?
Oh.
No, I'm going anywhere.
He said that to the crowd? That's so funny.
He said it to I remember being in the back like, yeah, what the fuck am I doing? I was hanging out. I was hanging out at the store, 4 hours, signed up with Mike. I started Rell Battle. That shit blew up. I still wasn't passed, but I was getting spots at the Laugh Factory Improv. I'm like, why am I hanging out here? They put me up over there.
Right.
It didn't make fucking sense to me.
Right.
But the store lore makes you want to, it's not a shit to the store. It's just comedically, you should figure out what works for you.
Absolutely, yeah, man. Use your day wisely. Get into the festivals, the big 3 festivals, shit like that. How was the Big Pine? Are you still a part of it? The
Big Pine?
Yeah. As far as you make, like, you're part of the board or something like that?
Yeah, I'm part of the board. I definitely do the least of everyone else. Right. I don't live in Arizona. But yeah, I help as much as I can.
How do you, like, what is it for a festival to reach prominence? Like, you just try to get bigger names?
I think you try and get industry and make it worth the comedian's time, because it's tough for a comedian who is not prominent to travel to another state when they're not getting paid just to do some sets. If it's not going to be, if no one's going to see them, and there's tons of festivals out there that do that, you go and do 3 open mics basically for a week, but you have to pay for a hotel. Yeah. So I think the key is, if you're going to do that, just have people in the back of the room that are watching that could, like, we had Jeff Singer there this year. Mm-hmm. That's still one of the guys that can, snap his fingers and change some things for you. Yeah. So it just made it feel like, oh, it's worthwhile being here. And everyone, I noticed from the last few years when we didn't have a bunch of industry there, everyone was just kind of happier overall, because there's that, that tingling. Ooh.
Right.
People are here.
People were happy. That's when they first came.
Yeah, people care more. They give a shit more that they're there. They're not bummed by the second day.
You feel like you can make it.
Yeah. You feel like
Big Sky was that way too. Big Sky started small, like whatever, like it was a regular festival. Then they got more industry and guys from like late night came. More bigger comics wanted to come. They were excited about going to Montana.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, Billings, Montana.
Yeah.
One of the best comedy club or comedy festivals in the country.
I heard it's great. I've never been, but I heard it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard. And they even do like day things, like they go shooting.
You're not allowed to hang out with yourself. They like have shuttles. They make you hang out with the industry. So you get to know. You kind of, it makes the industry a lot less scary.
Right.
Because you're like, oh, that's John.
Right.
Not the Tonight Show guy or whatever.
Yeah. Man, that's dope, man.
I think that's a good festival. Other than that, I have no fucking idea.
Right.
Festivals are hard, man.
Right.
How was Laughing Skull? You do Laughing Skull?
Laughing Skull is the best festival ever. Yeah, I really liked that one. That was the first festival that I went to and something came from it. Mm-hmm. It felt like something.
Like somebody came up to you like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Like
it eventually led to the Conan.
Right.
That was like the first little, it was a year later that I did it, but that was the first little seed planted for sure.
Oh, yeah.
For the people that were there.
You're on the scene, man.
You're on the scene, man. You're a person. Yeah. You're a real person. And then if you can do well, it's just, I don't know.
And with you getting on Conan Rell, what was that process? Was that like through an agent, or was that just
I just sent a tape to, unfortunately in this game, you got to be connected to the, you know what I mean?
Right.
People want to say who you know, which is who you know.
Right.
And they can send a tape. JP, who's the book, I don't know if I should say his name. I don't know if that's like.
So I think it's okay.
Okay, JP, the booker, he just, he sent me a round of notes. I shot it with the notes he added. And he's like, can you do next, whatever, Thursday or Wednesday? I did in July.
Yeah.
And then for me, it was like a 2-week process. And I went up. It was a great time, and I met Ron from the show, from the
Was he from the
Parks and Rec?
Oh, Parks and Rec.
And it was great. It was awesome. Conan was great. I don't know if it really helped. You feel like Conan helped you?
It opened some doors to rooms about the country.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But I know what you mean, and people love to tell you, by the way, that late night spots are not what they used to be, and they will not.
But I think it's I like it as a rite of passage, though. Like, I am a stand-up comedian. No matter what I do, I go to a movie.
It was big for me. Yeah. It helped me.
Yeah.
Just kind of like. like that thing where it feels like work all of a sudden. It's like now it's a retirement, you know? If I quit, I get to retire. Before it was just like, I did stand up for a little while and stopped.
Right.
You know, there was nothing like permanent.
Yeah.
Now it's like, hey, where'd that guy go?
Right.
So it kind of does make you get up a little earlier and actually, like, I have to write every day or I feel like a vapid failure.
You're right.
Even if it's just for 20 minutes, I have to, at 2 a.m. before I go to bed,
Yeah.
I have to at least do something. So it helped me just like make it part of the life.
Did it put you past the threshold of ever getting a day job again and shit? Like, what? Well, could you do it? I mean, that guy was in the news, the Cosby Show guy at working.
Oh,
Trader
Jeffrey,
Joe,
yeah.
the working. He was being a working actor, and that was it's kind of being normalized or like less shameful. You guys, would you find shame in having to?
I have no shame in having a day job. In LA, it's I think you can make a living with the Conan credit
Right.
if you're on the road 8 months out of the year or something. But if you want to live in LA, I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but I don't see how you couldn't have a day job. There aren't enough sets at night giving out money.
You mean after, before Conan or after?
Or after, yeah, like let's say if that's the benchmark for you, like like you feel like, oh, I've arrived, I'm a comic, I'm a professional comedian.
2 days after
Could you
Conan, I
go-
was sitting at the cheese store Silver Lake just looking at YouTube comments with my fucking apron on, getting yelled at about the pecorinos.
Yeah,
So
like
it's
at this stage in your career, you're
still-
Well, I had every day job. I got fired from Cheesecake Factory. What did I say? Gordon Biersch, Enterprise Rent a Car.
yeah.
But I had after Rose Battle popped, I didn't have to do anything else. As far as you could flip that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was writing for people before. I was writing a little bit, but I just got money like 4 years ago. Let's be clear. So, but I had every day job. But after Rose Battle, right before Rose Battle, I was good, and I've been able to just figure this out. Once you get like something, whether it's Conan or whatever, if you hustle, you can figure out how not to work a day job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
But you kind of have to up front. Nobody's paying you to be an open micer. Nobody's paying you to do sets in LA.
Yeah.
Who makes money in LA?
No one.
Right.
What, $25 at the factory? Like nobody. You got to go on the road.
Right.
So-
Absolutely, man. Well, look, guys, we really appreciate you guys joining the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, man.
thank
How
you,
can
man.
people stay in touch with you guys? I know Rell, you're on. What's your guys' social? Michael, you. social?
Longfellowmichael.com is a good place. My Instagram is also Longfellow Michael, and my Facebook is my name.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm just Rell Battle everything. Whatever. Facebook, Instagram, Rell Battle.
You guys have any tour dates coming up? Any shows in other cities? Anything like
November 21st through 26th, Rick Bronson's House of Comedy,
Which ones?
Phoenix.
Oh, motherfucker.
What?
That's a great place.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm not going there till like June.
It's like they were always the coolest to me, so it's cool to go back as like the weekend headliner, you know? Because
Yeah.
it was like when that club opened, I would lose the comedy contest there and just, try to get spots. And it's cool. It's like a full circle thing. Please come out. Please come
They
out.
are
Make it
the
nice.
coolest family in the world.
Dude, they are. They're so showbiz. It's awesome.
They're
I
the
love
coolest
the
fucking
Bronsons.
family in the world. They're so great.
They have other clubs.
They got one in Minnesota. They have one in Edmonton.
yeah.
I've done the Edmonton one.
Oh yeah.
And Tammy and this kid is just like,
Dude, their kid is super cool.
oh man,
I don't know why.
he gets you trashed.
That's true. Yeah, they're fun. They're
good
fun
people.
people.
That's dope. What do you got? You got anything?
I'm doing dates in Europe, but does this shit go to Europe? They don't.
Never
care.
know.
They don't care.
Dude, yeah.
That's
People in
dope,
Switzerland
man.
love podcasts.
Oh hell yeah, man.
Well, I'm gonna be in France, October the 22nd through 26th.
Oh,
So
sick.
I mean, if you're in France, look me up. I guess.
Hell yeah, man.
Go fucking see him, you French fucks.
Guys, thank you so much for joining the
passive.
show.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. How can people
Beautiful Parisians.
All right. How can people stay in touch with the show, Alex?
Oh, also, let me get a mic.
Oh, of course. Were you talking this whole time without a mic?
Yeah, I'm kind of projecting. These are good mics. So comedy pop-up on Instagram or CPU podcast. Also, they were mentioning Big Sky. We're going to be recording some episodes out there. Paul and Nick are going to be out there with Natasha Pearl Hansen and Candace Thompson. We're going to do some episodes. So we're going to be doing a little bit with Big Sky as well. So stay tuned, guys.
Hell yeah, guys. Thank you guys for listening to the show. Peace.